It's a 1970 Mercury Cougar. One of the special things about the car is that it has the houndstooth fabric interior. It's actually one of my favorite things about the car. Kind of fit the time period. So I found the car at a car show in Carlisle, Pennsylvania, and I had wanted a Cougar for many, many years, and when I found it, I loved it. The following week, my wife and my two best friends came up with a plan to buy the car for her to surprise me. Drove it back to Virginia, and they surprised me with it on Father's Day. When I got it, it was complete and original. The car only had 79,000 miles on it, but the car didn't look great. The paint job was kind of worn off and discolored in places. So the interesting thing about that is they surprised me with the car, but they also surprised my wife. So she was a driving force behind getting it painted as soon as possible. It's called Dark Ivy Green. And it's 22 years old and the paint is really held up. It's a 351 Windsor, and it's a two-barrel. It's not a real high-performance car, but it runs just fine, and it moves. It's kind of hard to believe that it's 54 years old. The older cars don't have overdrive, so when you're on the highway, it's working harder than a newer car would. But again, I like the car being original, so. I actually upgraded the brakes. It had four-wheel manual drum brakes when I got it. So now it's got front disc brakes, power front disc brakes. It's a lot easier to drive with that. It does get a lot of attention. It's sometimes very distracting attention. People come up and start waving or beeping their horn, and you think, what did I do? But then I remember what I'm driving, and it makes a little more sense. I drive it at least once a week just to kind of keep it moving. But no, I take it to a lot of car shows and things like that just to have fun with it. But I don't really drive it daily. I just love it. I love the car, I really do. But just the way it all came about, I think is one of my favorite things about the car. Definitely my favorite story to tell about the car. Oh yeah, I'm going to keep it forever. So.